There are only a few groups that you can openly discriminate against. One of them is white people. Another one is men. When you combine them, you can have white men that you discriminate against. Here's a tweet from Kat Bailey. We've got another position opening at the IGN news team. This one is for the news editor. UK position is responsible for gathering and editing news during UK hours. Yet remote eligible. Women and people of color strongly encouraged to apply. Now, here's some of the responses to that. As you can see, people were saying, well, this is institutional racism. Everyone keeps talking about, and, I don't want to make this out like it's, poor white men. Are the only ones that get shit on. Because the truth is, everybody gets shit on. This is why it bothers me so much when this kind of stuff happens, because every single person, whether you're a black woman, whether you're a white man, whether you're an Asian man, Latino woman, whatever it is, everybody's got bullshit they got to deal with. And it's to varying degrees. No one has it worse than anyone else or any of that kind of stuff in terms of like the vast majority of things in the world. Because you got to deal with bullshit. You got to deal with whether it's at your work, off life, whatever you want to call it, personal life, I guess we'll say, and so on. And people reacted unfavorably towards this. I'm just reminded of a stupid tweet from a good old shit-stained Jason Scherer when it's pretty wild that in 2021 a new game studio still looks like this. Now, I would show you his actual tweet, but the son of a bitch has me blocked because I've called him out on knowing this shit about Activision Blizzard assault allegations and setting on it to continue his career because, he's nothing but a self-serving, spineless son of a bitch. He's nothing but a shit-stained piece of garbage. And here, more virtue signaling and stuff. But if it's about men, specifically white men, you can just openly bash them, say whatever the hell you want. Doesn't matter. But if you said this exact same thing about a black person or a woman or hell, to a lesser extent, but even like Asian and Latino people, Native American, if you could bash straight people or Christians or whatever, but you say this stuff about Muslims or gay people or whatever, you're going to get, at least on Twitter, even though things aren't quite as bad as they were because of Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter, but it's still terrible. Like you can actually say, hey, being strongly encouraged to apply. That's just their version of white men don't even bother. That's their version, as some of the people have been pointing out. How can you write this and think you're fighting against racism? You're creating it. No white folks. Why are women and people of color strongly encouraged to apply? This just suggests if you're not one of those or both, then you have less of a chance. It sounds like not everyone is equal and they're better, more favorable. Talking about trying to avoid lawsuits and at this point, you're like a step away from a lawsuit, that kind of stuff. And again, I don't want to make this out as, poor me, woe is me, poor white people, we're all shit on and so on and such forth. Because like I said, everyone's got to deal with bullshit, and it's different on what it is. It's like, because everybody's got to deal with double standards in life. It's different for every group. Black people have to deal with these certain, double standards. White people have to deal with these double standards. Men have to deal with these. Women have to deal with these. Latina, Latino, Asian, so on and such forth. Gay, straight, whatever it is. Everyone has their own sets of double standards they got to deal with on a daily basis. And it sucks, to be quite honest, but I mean, that's life. Life sucks a lot of times, to be perfectly honest. Anyway, I don't want to go on to some rant and spiel. I just thought it was fucking stupid that you could just sit there, and this is what they go to. They'll strongly encouraged to apply. And it's like, is anybody preventing those people from applying? Because if so, tell me about it, because that's a problem. That'd be racism and sexism if women and people of color were discouraged from applying. But anyway, I'll leave a link to all this stuff if you guys want to read it. I've kind of not much else to read. I already read the whole thing. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and have a good one.